Hello everybody, it's Theresa here. Today I'm going to be cutting my White Peach and Hibiscus soap that I made last night. It is, the scent is White Peach and Hibiscus. It is colored with pigments and oxides and some neon dyes. They're all from Wholesale Supplies Plus. This is a little slick, so let me clean that up. I don't know why it's slick, but it annoys me, so you get to see me clean it up. There we go. That was just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. But anyway, so I'm going to... There we go. I'm going to pop this out of the mold. I'm going to confess, I've already popped the sides to see if it was ready, and look at that. It's ready. So I'm going to just tilt it out, let it slide out into my hands, and there you go. That's the bottom, and there's the top. You can see that the pink went over into the white, or it's actually a red color, and it went over into the white, and the peach went over into the red because my dividers moved on me. If you watch the making video, which I just posted a few minutes ago on YouTube, you probably seen that. So I'm going to pause really quickly. Well, hold on. Before I do that, I want to see something. Now, this soap was processed in the oven. I did it differently. I heated the oven up and turned it off so that it was warm before I put my soap in, but it was not on. And I left it, and as you can see, no bubbles. Look how smooth the sides are. So I wanted to correct the fact that I had said that I thought there was a problem with the mold that I got from Wholesale Supplies Plus, this mold. There's not a problem with the mold. It was just, I was overheating my soap. It was sort of boiling in the mold. So, thank you to all the people on Soaping 101 and on Essential Soaps for helping me sort out that issue, because it was rather frustrating. So I did these with the extra batter that I had. I just scraped out all of my pots, and this is what I had left. It didn't look like there was very much left in there, but it was. So since these were not oven processed, I'm going to attempt to pop one out and see how well it unmolds without being... Now look. Now that was not oven processed. That was just left here on the desk overnight, and it popped out beautifully. So maybe not only have I... Oh yeah. I think I may have mastered my recipe. So I may not need to worry about oven processing, because look how perfect. These are popping out beautifully without oven process. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these hearts. I may use them in a soap, and I may just... That one's a little dinged up. But I think that's... See all the air bubbles? I think that's what that's from. It's kind of hard to tap out the air bubbles in these little molds. Look how perfect. Minus the air bubbles, of course. But yeah, I may have actually mastered my recipe enough to where I will not need to oven process. You know, the funny thing about that is I just figured out oven process. So, but those are perfect. Those are perfect. So, yay! Oops, I just dented the corner of that soap with my hand. Boo! Okay, so I'm going to clean up a little bit here. get set up for the cutting of the loaf, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I'm going to attempt to cut this soap. I wanted to make sure that you could see how nicely the sides are. They're very smooth, no signs of that awful bubbling that we had last time, and I'm happy about that. I do have some glitter on the top, and you will see some dark specks inside because I didn't have cheesecloth to drain out every little speck of the hibiscus that I used. So, alright, so I'm going to take off the end piece here, and I'm going to attempt to do that without having my arm too much in your way. Okay, that piece came out very uneven, and I'm not liking the hibiscus specks. Let me turn this for just a second. I'm trying to even it up a little where I miscut there, because that was not a very pretty cut. So the inside doesn't look anything like I expected it to. And so I don't think that my swirl worked the way it's supposed to have. But this is a learning experience for me, as with any of my soaps. So just take it for what it is. Yeah, the swirl didn't work on the inside the way I had hoped, but it's still a pretty soap. The swirl inside did not carry through. I'm trying a new size here. I've bumped it to 1.5 inches because I'm hoping that it'll hold its weight better. As I said, I'm not selling my soaps yet, but I hope to in the future. And I want them to be about 5 ounces. Okay, so 1.5 inches is way too big. That is 6.7 ounces. That'll cure out to be about 6 ounces. That's too big. So 1.5 inches is definitely way too big. But since I already did that one at 1.5 inches, I'm going to continue on. And the next batch I'll just make sure is slightly smaller. Oh, it's very, yeah, see, it didn't, that swirl didn't work inside, and I'm not sure what happened, but see, I don't know why it didn't, and if you do, if you would tell me, I'd be greatly appreciate it, because I'm not really sure why it didn't carry through. But let's see how much that one weighs. That one's 6.6, so these bars are going to be huge. But that's okay. It's still a little more sticky on the inside than the ones that boiled, but I can deal with that. Whoop. I got this little template here I cut just to help me with the size of the bars, and I'll show you that better in just a few minutes. And obviously I'm going to shrink it down because it's too big. These bars are not what I wanted, but they are not awful. And they smell fabulous. So, you live and you learn. Oh, let's weigh that one and see if it stays with the... That one's 6'9", so they are pretty even in size. Even though that one cut a little funky. I'll try to straighten this one up with the cut. Oops. The blade made a little mark on that one. I don't have a planer yet, but I have tips and tricks that I've learned from other soapers. I'm really depressed that that didn't carry through. I probably should have hanger swirled it. I think that's what I did wrong. So that one's 7 ounces. It's a big old honking soap. That'll cure out to be about 6.5 ounces. I find that during my cure time, I lose about half an ounce is what I find that my soaps lose during their cure. And that's a 4-week cure. Which they are always... Oops. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. But my soaps are always really nice and hard at 4 weeks. Oh, that's not going to work. So I'll have to fix that one off of camera. Because, well, let's see if I can do it this way. I know you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to... Oops, that didn't work either. I'm trying to shave down this edge of this soap because it looks terrible. It's very uneven. And since I don't have a planer, I have to do it by knife, which doesn't always turn out the best, as you will see here in just 1 second. See, not so pretty. So don't do it like that. But I'll be able to clean it up with a wet rag once it cures up just a bit. And I'm a little depressed. I guess I missed a step or something because it didn't go through. So, but it is not the end of the world. Let's see what this last one weighs. It weighs 6.7. So, and I got 5 bars where I usually get 6. So I would definitely be cutting. Here's my little template. It's exactly the width of the soap. And then this is how wide they would, not how wide, but yeah, well, this is how wide the soap is this way. And then this is 1.5 inches, so I'm going to take that down to 1 inch and a fourth to see if that will help. So here's the soaps. They're not exactly what I had hoped, but they will do. They smell fantastic. And it was a great learning process. And I learned that my recipe will unmold after, it's not even been 24 hours. I made this soap at about 1 a.m. and it is, hold on, I'll tell you. It is 5 p.m. So it's not even been 24 hours and it unmolded perfectly. So, and this is without oven process. So this is oven process. But yeah, I missed a step. Apparently I should have done something else in the soaps, but Either way, I'm thrilled. They smell fantastic. The scent really held through. Again, this is White Peach and Hibiscus, and the olive oil was infused with hibiscus petals from Russia. So, thank you for watching. Happy soaping. Bye-bye.